Hi everyone, this is Anjul Pathak and welcome to my channel. Today in this video, we will learn how to create a scatter plot with a dynamic quadrant. And in this video, we will also touch upon the concepts of drop lines, combined sets, parameters, and multi-field coloring. Okay, so the data set which I'll be using in this video will be of a startup. So we have here a list of startups, their 2020 revenue, 2020 expenses, 2020 profit, and 2020 growth percentage. And we will make a graph over here which basically tells you the expenses and revenue, and we'll make a quadrant which will be high revenue and low expenses quadrant, if you see here top right. And we will also color the startups which have high growth percentage and fall into a quadrant in red color, as you see here. So let's go to Tableau. So I'll leave the link to download this source, data source, in the description of this video, so you can play around with it. And I'll just build the scatter plot first. So drag this 2020 revenue over here and expenses into rows. You see one mark here because the data is aggregated at the overall level. I'll use the ID, which basically reflects one company at a time, on details. So my scatter plot has been built. Now just change this to circle, and you can play with the, and you can then adjust the color, maybe the opacity here. You can play with the size also a bit. Okay, and so this is the scatter plot with expenses and revenue. And now I want to basically highlight the quadrant with high revenue and low expenses, and want to give that control to the end user to make it a dynamic quadrant. So I will make two parameters over here, one for the expenses. So just go here, create parameter, and call it as low, or maybe expenses cutoff, and select this integer. Minimum value should be 0. Click OK. Then from revenue also, same way, I'll create a parameter called as high revenue, or maybe revenue cutoff. Select this as integer, and minimum value should be 0. Maximum it picks up from the data. Now show both these parameters. Now one thing you will notice that everything here is displayed in millions. Here you see the absolute number. So just go and change the default formatting. So default properties, number format, currency 0, display unit should be in millions, and then select this as dollars. Okay, same way for revenue cutoff. Go to default properties, number format, and click on currency. This will be 0, display unit will be millions, and this will be in dollars. Just click OK. Yeah, so this now matches with the axis over here. Now currently we have not linked these parameters to the visualization, so nothing will happen. If you change this, right, nothing will happen. So just go here and we'll create sets. Okay, so click on ID, because ID is something which we have already in the visualization, and we will create set based on that ID. Just click on that. On the general tab, we will click on use all, so that all the values are picked up. And in the condition tab, we will use by formula. So first one we'll make for revenue. So sum of revenue, this 2020 revenue should be greater than revenue cutoff. Okay, now see that we will not use the aggregation for parameters, because parameter is nothing but just a one value, right? So we don't have to use the aggregation for this parameter. We'll just use the aggregation for the field which is in our database. And we want to basically highlight only the companies which have revenue more than the revenue cutoff. So that is why we are using this formula, revenue greater than revenue cutoff. Click on OK, and give a name to this. This will be high revenue companies set. Okay, Now again we'll create another set which is called as low expenses companies. Again select all over here and go to condition by formula. Now this time I want to select all the companies which have expenses less than the expenses cutoff. So again use the sum expenses, and this will be less than the expenses cutoff, right? So I want to identify companies which have expenses less than the expenses cutoff. So I've used this formula. Now click OK. Now you'll see that we have two sets over here. Now my agenda is to highlight the companies which fall in both these sets. So basically I want to identify companies which have high revenue as well as low expenses. So select both these sets, right click, and you will see the option of create combined set. Just click on this create combined set, rename this as high revenue low expenses companies. Okay, and I want to get the shared members of these two sets. So I'll click on this option, shared members in both sets. That means basically the companies which have high revenue as well as low expense, and just click OK. You see that I have this set now. Now just drag this set into color, and you will see that I have this quadrant. Now one thing is that always the desired quadrant appears here, top right, and now this is bottom right. So basically we have to flip this axis. So just go here, edit axis, and you will see the option of reversed. So what will happen is this starting 0 will go here, and this ending 11 million will come here. So just click on this reversed, and you see that 0 has gone here, right? Now this is our desired quadrant. Okay, and now one more thing I want to bring in this. I want to also highlight top growth companies in this quadrant. Okay, so and I want to give that option also to the end user. So I'll create one parameter first. So it will say like top companies by growth. Okay, and integer, let's say I want maximum maybe 100, step size 1. Okay, click OK, and just show this, and I'll create, maybe I'll put first 10. Okay, let's keep it as 10, and then I'll create a set. So again go to create set, and I want to highlight only top companies. Use all here, and then go to top by field. I want to identify top companies by growth. So whatever value is here, top companies by growth, if it is 10 here, it will select top 10. If it's 20 over here, it will select top 20. And that has to be basis the field 2020 growth percentage. So depending on the growth percentage only, we'll filter the top companies. Just rename this. This will be like top growth, top companies by growth, top companies by growth percentage. Okay, now what I'll do is I want to color these also, right? So I have to select this set and then this set, and then drag them to color. Okay, now currently you see a lot of colors over here. So just go here and then edit colors. Okay, and don't get confused. Here you can see this first value of in out corresponds to this set, whichever you have selected first. Second one in out corresponds to this set, top companies by growth percentage. So my first in will corresponds to that. My quadrant is selected, and within that quadrant, if I have any top company by growth percentage, so I'll select that as maybe red. So I'll keep that as red. Then my second one is in means that quadrant, high revenue low expenses. So I want that to be colored as blue. So maybe I'll take this blue, and then everything I want to highlight as gray. So maybe I'll take this gray. Click OK. And now you see good looking quadrant here. You see that if I play with this, you can see that how the colors are changing, right? So if this is my target quadrant, which is high revenue, low expenses quadrant, then this is that quadrant in blue. And within that blue quadrant, I am showing this red marks, right? Red marks are nothing but my top companies by growth percentage, which fall in this quadrant. Okay, so those are red. So this way we help in decision making, right? We are giving the management this dashboard and letting them decide basically what should be the criteria for expenses cutoff, revenue cutoff, and how many top companies do they want to show here in the graph. Now we want to show the quadrant lines. So just go here on 2020 revenue, click on add reference line, and here we will select as revenue cutoff and value, label as value, revenue cutoff, click OK. You will see that 8 million is the current revenue cutoff, which is here. So that is being displayed. Similarly, go to 2020 expenses, add reference line, click on this time we will click on expenses cutoff and label would be value, and just click on OK. And now you can see that this is the expenses cutoff. And now this is a very neat chart depicting the 4 quadrants and highlighting the quadrant of our interest or management interest. Now management, if you see, they play with this, you can see that how dynamically this quadrant is changing, right? And this gives the flexibility to decide, right? You don't have to every time go and change the parameter values, right? Just with a simple slide you can decide, okay, what should be my quadrant. So you can see how user friendly this is, right? And also within this, if I want to increase, let's say this top companies, this also I can increase by the slider, and you can see how the number of companies is increasing or decreasing it. Also you can use the drop line. So if you click here on say any mark, just right click on this and you see the option of drop line. So just click on this show drop line and you can see the drop line. This is true for any mark, and this basically eases the operation, right? This gives the user a good experience, end user experience, I would say, because by using the drop lines you can easily navigate on the axis what the value would be. So I hope you got the concept of building the scatter plot using the dynamic quadrant, and you give end user this control using the parameters. So this was the video where we use the concept of parameters, use the concept of combined sets, use the concept of multi-field coloring, and we also use the concept of drop line. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for your time and thank you for watching this video. Do like this video and subscribe to my channel to remain updated with my new videos. Thank you.